WWDC 2020 is currently underway, and with that, it brings all new features to all of the Apple devices. And today, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 10 new features that are coming to the iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Man, let's just get started. Roll that intro and let's begin. If you've not already noticed, there are some boxes in my background, and that's because my wife and I, we are currently in the process of moving, so my background is going to be a little bit different for the next couple of videos. But once we get settled into a new place, everything should look pretty same. But today, it's going to be looking a little bit different. But anyways, let's get into those new features. Oh, FYI, there will be timestamps all around the screen and in the description. If you would like to skip just to the Mac part or just to the iPad part, you can easily just look at the timestamps right here or look in the description and just tap on that number and it'll take you straight to that section. So starting with the iPhone, we now have iOS 14, and with that brings a home screen redesign with widgets. You can have various widgets such as weather, calendar. There's also a new widget called Smart Stack, which is based on what you use most and what time of the day you use a certain app. You can rearrange them to wherever you would like just by using jiggle mode. Instead of having to swipe page after page after page, you can now have what's called an app library, which shows all of your apps in a vertical view. Now, something that is long overdue for the iPhones is that Siri and phone calls and FaceTime calls no longer take up the entire screen. This is huge. Finally, like Apple, why did it take so long for you to fix the Siri and the incoming calls issue? It's just annoying. And anyways, another feature that's finally coming to the iPhone is picture in picture. This means that you can be on a FaceTime call and you will no longer get the dreaded paused like you do now, wondering what somebody else is doing. If you use group chats, then this next feature is going to be perfect for you because you can now pin conversations to the top. What this means is that you can actually pin a conversation so that it will always be at the top. No matter if somebody just sent you a message 5 seconds ago or 5 minutes ago, your pinned conversation will always be at the top. And you can also change the photo of the group chat. Now let's talk about those new features in iPadOS 14. The search feature on the iPad now no longer takes up the entire screen. Something new and huge coming to iPadOS 14 is the feature called Scribble. Scribble will convert handwritten text using the Apple Pencil into typed. And the Maps app, you can actually write the name of the place and Maps will actually show you the directions. In Safari, you can write in an address or text like Edison bulbs and it'll recognize what you're trying to say and it will convert it to digital or typed text. But if you write a phone number or an address, and you can actually tap on the number and it will call that phone number. Now it's time. Get it? Because Apple Watch tells time. Apple. Anyways, now it's time to look at a few new features that are coming to watchOS 7 for the Apple Watch. Your watch not only helps you out during the day, but also at night with a new feature called sleep tracking. And a lot of people have been requesting this. I am not one of those. I don't like sleep tracking on my watch, but if you are really looking forward to tracking your sleep using the Apple Watch, then this is going to be perfect for you. It will show you an analysis chart of your sleep each night in the redesigned activity app that has also now been renamed to Fitness. Your watch will alert you if your battery is below 30%. Which brings me to a question. When are you supposed to charge your Apple Watch if you're using it during the day and during the night? Maybe when you're getting up in the morning and you're making breakfast and you're taking a shower, when are you supposed to charge it? Because although the battery goes into a low power mode whenever you're using this for sleep, it still does take up some battery during the night. And if you forget to charge your Apple Watch during the day, you won't be able to use it for sleep. And also, I feel like it'd be super uncomfortable to wear a watch or wear anything to bed while you're trying to sleep. I know for me, I'm definitely not going to be using this feature. There is also new workouts for the watch. And now, last but certainly not least, is the new features that are coming to macOS 11 Big Sur. macOS Big Sur is now the first version in the 11 series. Previously, we have been on macOS 10 point and change since 2001, ever since the 10.1 release of the macOS X Cheetah back in 2001. And so now, about 20 years later, we are starting a whole new version number with 11, starting with Big Sur. In Big Sur, we have a new simple graphical user interface with new application icons with an all-rounded square design like on the iPhone, which I honestly do not like. I am not a huge fan of this new design. I definitely liked Catalina's icons much better, although I do like the Finder icon better in Big Sur Sur than in Catalina, but for the most part, I do not like the app icons for Big Sur. There is a new way to adjust your settings, and that's through Control Center. You can control your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, dark mode, volume, and things like that. In Safari, you can now have a customizable start page like you do in Chrome. Safari also gets updated with better privacy, and it actually will show you a privacy report, which includes various trackers that have tried to profile you or follow you across the web. Basically, it makes your web browsing experience safer. Safari also lets you know of any passwords that have been saved in the iCloud keychain that have been compromised in a data breach before, and it will actually help you change them to a safer password. And let's not forget, Apple is trying to ditch Intel and trying to make their own processors in the house with the very first Apple ARM CPU. This is going to be huge for Apple because it will allow Apple to have full control over the software and the hardware. So now they can better optimize their hardware for their software, and they can now optimize it for their own chips instead of trying to optimize it for Intel's chips. However, since this is brand new, it will actually take some time for Apple to fully release all the chips in all of their laptops and desktops, and it will also require developers to update their apps to work with the brand new Apple SoC. Developers like Adobe and Microsoft have already started to optimize their software for the Apple new silicon chip, but Apple is planning to roll out all new chips in their new hardware over the next 2 years. Although the feature set for iOS 14, iPadOS 14, and watchOS 7, and all the other OS updates is not as feature rich as iOS 13, I still feel like this is going to be a great update because it brings what I call housekeeping features that I feel like should have been added on the iPhone many years ago. If you stayed throughout the entire video, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to this channel if you are enjoying this content, and drop a comment down below with what feature you are most looking forward to, and if there's anything that Apple should have brought to the newest software updates. Have a great week, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.